Hi. Hi, my little angels. Hi. I'm so glad to see you. Come on in, everyone. Come in. Are you warm? It's quite cold still. I know. I thought you guys, I have a lot of my little angels who've never seen snow. So I thought, okay, it's nice and brightly lit today. I don't have to have the ring light glaring so you guys can see the snow behind me. I thought that might be a nice thing. Good. So come on in. Come in. Be warm. I have lots of hot drinks set up. We have hot tea, hot coffee, and hot chocolate. And I have vegan versions, gluten-free versions, diabetic versions, and lactose-free versions. So everybody be comfortable and help yourselves, okay? Okay. I've got the fluffy pink cover on today, but I'm just gonna move the mic down a bit. Okay, hi. What's that, sweetie? You'd like a chilled beverage. Okay. For chilled beverages, I've put them over here on the counter today. And I have healthy. We have the water bar. So we have sparkling or flat. Both are chilled, but I do have room temp if you need them. And I have cucumber, citrus, and cherry water. Help yourselves, of course. Of course. Now, we have one hammock over there, one hammock over there, one by the coffee maker, and one by the doorway. And how many will each fit? That's right, 3 comfortably, 4 if you're friendly. And we have the rocking chair over there, and that'll fit 2 of you. That's it, pop the feet up, good job. And I did put some hardback chairs around too. I want you to be comfortable. We're gonna have a this and that chat today. Kind of a mental health check-in as well. And I have some stuff to tell you. So everybody be comfortable. I see we have some new people today. We have new little angels, guys. Welcome, welcome. Please come in and be comfortable. I'm so happy to see you guys. I'm so happy you're here. And you know, you can give it a thumbs up. You can share it. Sharing is caring. If you're comfortable just silently watching, that's okay with me. I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy for the company, for the support, for the friendly company. I love it all, okay? But if you're comfortable leaving comments, bring them on. We love the comments on this channel. I love to watch you guys interact with yourselves. I love interacting with you. I like knowing what you think and you feel, your ideas, your suggestions, all of it, your questions. I try to reply to everyone. So please hit that subscribe button below. We're really close to 35,000, guys. 35,000, that's incredible in 2 years. I remember just hoping, 5 people were watching. So we're actually coming up to our 2-year anniversary, which I believe is March 28th. So yeah, we'll do something for that. And hello, I see you. Hello, 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 my returning little angels. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for always being here, for keeping me company, for giving me support. You all tell me that I help you, but you help me just as much. So thank you for that. I appreciate you all. Please make sure you're still subscribed, okay? Okay. So it's going to be a mental health check-in, but we're going to chat as we do it. Chat as we go. It doesn't have to. Mental health check-ins, even with yourself, with somebody you care about, they don't have to be big, heavy, onerous ordeals. They can just be, how you doing? Especially the ones that you've stopped hearing from, check on them. The strong ones that everyone goes to, check in on them. Just to say hi, let them know you're thinking of them. I'm glad you do. So, how are you doing? Okay, this weather alone can make people really down. And someone who's already suffering from depression or anxiety, it can be worse. And I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. I am having such a hard time this last little bit. I'm pretty open with you guys. You know I'm honest about it. I firmly believe in seeing a doctor or a counselor, of which I am neither. I'm just a me. But I don't think there should be any kind of a stigma attached to mental health. You know that. We should be able to talk about it as openly as saying I caught a cold, okay? I want that for all of us. Well, one of my doctors took me off the Ozempic because they've decided it's not working for me, and put me on the Mounjaro, the mid dose. So I started that yesterday, but that's caused me a great deal of anxiety. I'm terrified the weight's gonna come back on. I've already gained a bit, but I knew that and I accepted that. But I want to be healthy, guys. I want to be healthy and I want to be thinner, okay? I'm not gonna lie and say it's only about health. It's not. And my regular doctor is taking me off my antidepressant and anxiety med, not off, sorry. Weaning me off that. I couldn't think of the word, guys, sorry. Weaning me off that to go on a new one that they think will be better for me and maybe help me more with my sleep and help me get some sleep. So I'm on the lowest dose right now, and emotions are hitting me like I thought I wanted them back. I don't want them back. I don't want them back. That's not true, but it's a struggle. It's a struggle. That's all. But it'll pass. Nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. Okay? I want you to know that. Okay? This is a tough time. It's a tough time. It is. Accept that it is. You're allowed. It's okay to say you're having a hard time. It's okay to say you're struggling. Okay? That's okay. And right now, it's a bit of a struggle. And major life decision was made recently. I am officially retiring. Those of you that know, I have long COVID and I've been on a medical leave, and I've just decided I want to just retire. So that'll take effect the end of March. And you would think I'd be really happy and excited. No. I'm actually very sad. I never do this. I don't cry on the camera with you guys, but it's okay if I have to, right? It's not how I expected to leave my workplace of 30 years. For one thing, no party, no gift. No, I'm kidding, that's so superficial. But no goodbye, no real closure. I kind of feel like I was just forgotten about, and I was arrogant enough to think I was indispensable. Now, it did take 3 people to replace me, but that's neither here nor there. But I had to say it. That's all really hard, and it's a lot to deal with. But I learned some great advice. I'm doing some telephone counseling with someone, and I'm working through a book. And one of the things it talked about was what's a thought and what's an emotion, what's a feeling, what's a thought, and what is the difference. And with the thought, what is a real thought and what is a distorted thought. I have lots of distorted thoughts. If there is a way for me to overthink something, I'm gonna do it. You too? You too. Okay, so we're amongst friends here. How many of us overthink things? Oh, I do. I totes do. Yeah. Even a normal everyday thought, I can completely, and that is my anxiety levels too. But yeah, it's hard. It really is hard. And then I have a trouble sometimes with a thought versus what's an emotion. So, for example, I wasn't indispensable. Okay, that's a thought and that's a fact. Nobody is. I have been completely left behind. That's an emotion with a distorted thought. Okay, I took a fact, I added to it, it distorted it, and then I was left with this emotion I don't want. Get rid of it. Okay, so that's all we're going to talk about right now, is just sometimes we have to separate what is a real thought, what is a distorted thought, and what is the emotion. And even with my emotion sometimes, is it a real emotion, or have I fed into it? Have I let that depression and anxiety whisper in my ear? And we've talked about this before. Does anyone, who's my returners? Okay. What is the biggest thing we have to know about depression? That's right, it's a liar. It will wiggle into your ear and lie to you. No one likes you. You're stupid. Everyone makes fun of you. Nobody wants you around. Everyone thinks you're faking. Those are lies. Lies, 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 lies. Okay? That's depression. It's a liar. Okay? And I don't want you to let it in your head. Okay? We have a hard enough time living in our own head. We don't need to let those lies in. Okay? What's that, sweetie? You've never seen the snow? Oh, this is your first time. Yeah, I can kind of tell from how you're dressed. Okay, in this kind of weather, and yes, we're in Canada, but we get very hot summers too, guys. And we very rarely, I'm in Toronto, we very rarely get white Christmases. We did this year, but we very rarely. It's more January, February, March is our times. And we do not live in igloos, all of us. Like, no. Okay, I've never even seen one. Okay. But you do have to dress accordingly. And that means layers. Because if you're out doing something, shoveling, because that's all Uncle Angel did all weekend, guys, was shovel. I was so worried about him because a lot of people can have heart attacks and heart issues and health issues, asthma attacks, shoveling. You have to be careful. You may not be able to do it all in one shot, and that's okay. You may have to ask for help, and that's okay. But you need to layer, you know, a thin long sleeve, then a pullover, maybe a cardigan and your jacket, so that if you have to take off a layer, you're not getting overheated by taking off. You're not, if you start to get overheated, you can take off a layer, is what I mean. You need very good winter boots, guys. You do. And Angel does not have good winter boots. I have okay winter boots, but I did decide to order a pair of good winter boots from Amazon. And I think they were on sale for like $40. So I thought that's not too bad. They're waterproof, they're insulated. That's all I need, okay? Let's look at some other things you'll need. And one of them I think is really going to surprise you. Okay, you need a scarf, okay? You want your neck and chest area covered. And for my fashionistas out there, if you fold a scarf in half like that, you see what I'm doing? See? Put it around your neck, do this. You get a very chic little look, okay? It's kind of a little bit fashiony, but warm, okay? That's one way to wear it. You can also do, this is Baby Angel's favorite. She does one of these, the doubles, and then pulls it this way. And she likes that because she can bring it up over her mouth if she needs to. So that's another way to wear your scarf. And of course, there's the wrap it around a couple times. Just be careful. You don't want it too tight. For me, that's too tight. You need a good hat, a toque. We call them a toque. This one is one I just got. It was on sale at Winners. My other one is way heavy. It's not cold enough for my other one, the one you saw me in the other day. But this one, there we go. I look like that kid Homer from Who's a Pest. Anybody read that book, Who's a Pest? With the sisters, Holly, Molly, Dolly, Jolly, whatever. Yeah. And then you need some good gloves. I don't have any. I have fashion gloves. I have gloves that look nice. I could probably knit myself a pair quickly, but these are Uncle Angel's and they are so far too big for me. But these are nice and thin weight gloves, but completely thin-solated. Now, the last item that and a warm winter coat, of course. I prefer a long one, but that's up to you. You want the small of your back covered if you're shoveling, because you're going to be bending down and you don't want that skin exposed. Good job. The other thing that may surprise you need in the snow is a decent pair of sunglasses. And the reason for that is, as you can see, it's a sunny day today, and when you've got all that white, it's reflecting, and it can really, and we don't want squints, we don't want lines. So there, you wear your sunglasses when you're out there. You guys know that's one of my favorite triggers. So I have 2 more things to show you. I did get us a new book. I thought this would be nice at night up in the room, in the studio, my little area. But I do have some neon lights. And are you guys ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? This one is The Winter Spirits, Ghostly Tales for Frosted Nights. And it's a variety of different authors, it looks like. Yeah, so I thought we could read a scary winter story some night. I thought that might be fun for us. Okay. And the last thing I want to show you is, everybody here follows Lori Latte, right? You do. Good, everybody. We love Lori. Lori got herself a pink Blue Yeti. I don't know why they call them Blue Yetis, but she has the most beautiful pink one. And I have my Blue Yeti that she gave me the beautiful glitter skin for. And I put the pink cover on. But I film so much now, either down here or upstairs, I decided to get a second mic. I can't afford another Blue Yeti, okay? They're like well over $100, like $150, $129, $139. But I found this one on Amazon, and it's a Zeal Sound Professional Studio microphone. And it's noise canceling, instant mute, real-time monitor, outboard audio control, plug and play. And it was on sale with a coupon, so I got it for $40. $40 I can just about afford. But let me show you. I didn't have to do that, and their side is open. Okay, so, oh, but, okay. All the adapters are hidden in here. Oh, let me take out the mic first, and then we'll work on the adapters. Okay, now it definitely isn't as nice as the Blue Yeti, but it comes with a pink foam mic cover, and it's the smaller one. So the mic covers that I've decorated won't fit. They'll be too big, but that's okay. Talk about first world problems, Auntie Angel. But I thought for down here, because I like to do more of the whispered videos upstairs, so I'll use that Blue Yeti upstairs. But this one, you know what? I think this will be just fine for down here. And it's pink, and I'll probably decorate this cover. So I think that's going to be okay, don't you? But look at the difference. Okay, first of all, this is actually heavy in my hand. It is. Okay, this is my Blue Yeti. This one is as light as air. So there's definitely, you can see the quality difference. We'll find out if there's a sound quality difference, but you know what? I think it's going to work out just fine for us. What do you guys think? Good. I'm glad. So yeah, that's it. And I hope this video helped you guys. I love checking in with you. I started this channel for the sole purpose of spreading kindness and positivity and trying to eliminate that stigma of mental health and let people know they're not alone. You're not. And I haven't said this in a while, but I said it earlier. I'm not a doctor or counselor. I'm just a me. But I own all of my almost 58 years, and I have made a lot of mistakes. And if you can learn from a mistake that I've made, all the better. I'm so happy with that. Like, if I can save you a modicum, just a teeny tiny little bit of suffering or pain, that's worth it to me. I want to save you any amount of pain or suffering or struggle. I don't want you to have to struggle. I'm one of those, I know some parents are very much, and some people, struggle is good for the soul. And yeah, I believe in working hard for things. I do. But I believe this 100% for my family, for my friends, for anyone I love and care about. If I can open a door for you, I'm going to open it. Okay? Why should I stand by and watch you kick down a door? If I can, you still have to cross the threshold and do the work, but that's just a me. That's just a me. And also, if you want to check back at some of the other mental health check-ins I've done, and I'm going to do another one very soon about your tool belt. We haven't talked about the tool belt in a while. I give you guys ideas on how to have tools in your tool belt for how to face people, either in situations where you're going to feel anxious or feel uncomfortable, or you just don't want to be there, or you have to face people who say things well-meaning and you're not sure what to say, or the not well-meaning people, and I'll get you covered there. The well-meaning people, you have to be we talk about this a lot with the compliment sandwich. You don't know that? Does anyone want to talk about it? Oh, okay. Let's redo the compliment sandwich then. Okay. I firmly believe that most people who say the wrong thing to you say it for the right reasons. They love you and they want to help. We all want to help each other, okay? And people have a real struggle with listening and fixing. Sometimes we just want someone to listen, not to fix. And I end up saying this to Uncle Angel quite a bit. He even asks me now, do you want me to fix it or just listen? And I see him sometimes biting his tongue because he wants to say, just do this. So yeah, the well-meaning people you have to handle kindly. So what I always do, for example, let's pick one people always get. You need to get out more and you'll feel better. Okay. Wow, that's so kind of you to think of me and to say that. I do appreciate that. But my doctor and I are working on things and, about the best ways for me. So we're good that way. But if I ever do feel like going out for a walk, I know who I'm going to call for company. See what I did? You had a compliment at the beginning. Thank you for caring. You said the meat of the sandwich or the center, what you wanted to get through. Mind your business, my doctor and I got this covered. And then you end with a compliment, but I'll call you. It lets them off the hook. They can walk away and feel like they've helped you, and you don't have to be in any kind of confrontation that way. Does that make sense? Yeah, that helps? Good, I'm glad. Another thing is if you're in a big public setting, and we have Easter coming up, so in those situations, big family functions where you always get the people that, what do you do and how come you're not married? How come you're not working? What do you mean you're on a medical leave? What does that mean? What do you have to be depressed about? That's where you pull out your tool belt and you turn everything onto them. Before they even get a chance, oh, it's been so long since I've seen you. How are the kids? How's the pets? How's your hobby? You volunteer at the church, don't you? How's that going? Keep the conversation centered off you and on other people. Other people like to talk about themselves. We don't. They do. So that's okay. Because as I've always said, guys, my superpower, I always know what to say. I know, it's shocking, right? Unfortunately, it's usually 3 days later. So, It's never at the same at the time. And what's that, sweetie? Okay, the person that's not well-meaning, that's just mean. Okay, first of all, it helps to remember that hurt people. Okay, people who are hurting tend to hurt other people. So the uncle that comes up to you, or the auntie that comes up to you, or the cousin that comes up, or whoever, or the in-law, there was never any of this mental health in my family. It had to have come from your mother's side or your father's side. Okay, first of all, you can do a dead look. You have to do the deadpan. You have to practice it in the mirror. Given that, I don't see why they didn't, and just walk away. Let them figure it out. Another thing is, do you really mean to come off cruel? Because that's how you're coming off. Sometimes making people aware of how they sound can help a lot, because a lot of people may not realize it. Well, no, dear, I'm just trying to help you. Oh, that's kind of you. That's what I'm expected. Let's talk about something else, though. And then the truly mean people, and you gotta have nerve to do this, and you gotta have a backup. A mother, a sister, a cousin, a friend, a brother, whatever. You gotta have somebody you can immediately go to. And I don't say this lightly. You can use the elevator look. Look them top to bottom. Look like you're disappointed and walk away, for example. And just walk away. Trust me, it shuts them up. But you got to have someone to go to. If you're going to stand there all alone to do that, you're going to end up in a confrontation. So keep that in your very, 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 very back pocket. It never really has to get that way, because you know who's going to say cruel things, and you can just stay away from them. That's okay. That's okay. Because taking care of you is your job. Okay? You need to be able to say, I'm taking care of me. The first time I ever heard self-care, I thought that was a selfish thing. I was brought up in a time, back in my day, little one. No, but I was brought up in a time where being selfish was one of the worst things you could be called. It was one of the worst insults someone could say to you. Or just say to your parent, oh, your daughter's so selfish. That was like a horrible, we were raised to be nice to people, even when they were being mean to us. And that's why you get a whole bunch of women that have a hard time, and men, people, you have a whole bunch of people around my age that have a hard time standing up to certain situations. But we are also, my generation is Gen X. We were feral. Nobody took care of us. So we had to learn to take care of ourselves. So we do. And I like to take care of other people. And I love every one of you. And I hope this talk helped. I've had a few people asking me for a mental health check-in. So I hope this helped you guys. It's helped me. And I think we're going to do another walk in the snow, because when I show you the snowbanks that we have right now, holy crap. So as always, you guys, remember that I love you, I value you, I honor you, I pray for you, and I am so very, very glad that each and every one of you was born